Yo, 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 what is good, everybody? This is Love from Love, Life, and the Game coming at you guys with another episode. And today, I guess it's round two of Ebony K Williams, who's back in the news, giving a PSA announcement to black women who are having a hard time finding suitable fathers and suitable partners. So she decided to do another video. Um, I guess, or she's talking about on her show, uh, giving women advice on what they should do who are having trouble finding good black men, or actually, what she's really saying is finding good black men that are financially attractive. So I thought, just when I thought that this woman couldn't get any stranger, uh, you know what, you guys just check this out.
Black women are availing ourselves to all of the options that our hard work and circumstances currently afford us. And that means that single motherhood by choice is going to be an option that more and more Black women consider.
I love, this is such a tired argument. I love how she said single by choice. We've heard this buzzword go around every time you see this, you either see or have this conversation with a successful black woman who's single. It's always, oh, I'm single by choice. That is the biggest cap. Anything, if you guys have watched any of my shows, you know one thing about me, man, I don't hold no punches back. I tell it like it is. I don't care if it stings. I'm going to speak the truth. It's not my truth. I'm going to speak the truth, and I can back it up with stats, data, and statistics. So listen, and any other woman out there who feels uh, or agrees with this nonsense from Ebony K Williams, or you believe that you're really single by choice. The truth of the matter is, first of all, you turning down men that you don't want is not that doesn't equate to being single by choice, because you're the truth of the matter is, you really, women who say this, you are single because the man you actually want doesn't want you. That's the real reason why you're single, and I'll get more into that a little bit later, but think about that.
And even exercise. So anybody that's in their feelings about that can go ahead and start process right now. Because Black women that have the privilege to embark upon this expensive and oftentimes lengthy process will increasingly decide to forego marriages and partnerships that do not serve us and that are not in our best interests.
This is really sad. Ebony K Williams, just from what she said, this is really truly sad just how far the values of black women like her, have fallen. When you say things like what she just said, you're gonna forego marriage and you're gonna go impregnate yourself, you're gonna go to a sperm bank, uh, and this is, oh, you're gonna use all the options you have available because of your hard work, and this nonsense. She doesn't even realize just how selfish that sounds. And why am I saying it's selfish? Well, okay, let's think about it. When you have a child, it's not just about you. That child needs its mother and its father. When we're in a space now where women, and particularly black women, because you guys are doing it more than any other ethnic group out there, you're having babies, you're foregoing marriage, you absolutely have no respect for the institution of marriage anymore. You're so independent. You don't need a man. You think you can do this all by yourself. And Ebony K. Williams is basically telling you that if you can't find a man that you're financially attracted, that you find financially attractive, forego that and go to the sperm bank. Never mind the child. He'll never meet his probably never meet his father. You won't have any pictures of him. I mean, this is sad. This is ridiculous. It's truly sad. It's disgusting. It's despicable. And quite frankly, above all else, it is extremely selfish. Let's continue.
And now that bypassing those insufficient relationships does not have to come at the expense of motherhood, well, frankly, it's a whole new world. A world in which Black women are no longer subject to the desperation of being chose, because now we get to do the choosing. And as we choose, we do have to contend with the reality of a dismally small supply of Black sperm. Because most Black women on this journey, we want to create children that look like us.
Look, look, y'all. I'm gonna keep it 100. I'm not. I can't deal with this. Look, listen. Ebony K Williams is full of shit. Yeah, I said it. And let me tell you why I said it. This woman has the audacity to say that she wants to make a family, to look like her parents. I want y'all to remember this. Her fiance, she had a fiance that was white. She wouldn't even bring herself to date a man who looks like her or her family. She's full of shit. This woman does not give a damn about the Black community. The fact that she couldn't even date someone that looks like her, I mean, that's all the proof you need. Don't fall for this BS. I mean, she's trying to, she's basically trying to make you guys think that she's really caping. Oh, she's for the Black people. She's for the Black family. Black power. Bullshit. She is a slave to her network. And that's all she gives a damn about is the almighty dollar that they're paying her. If this woman really truly cared about, having a Black man as a soulmate, she would have been engaged to one. But they're not financially attractive to her. That's why she was engaged to a white man. Now, don't be surprised when if she goes to the sperm. Well, she says she has Black sperm, right? That's what she says. Don't be surprised if she got if she got sperm from a white man. Don't be surprised, y'all. I'm just saying. So I told you I was going to get back to this whole single by choice thing. I cannot tell you how many times I've heard Black women say, we talk about this word submissive, and they're offended by it. They feel some kind of way about it. When you use that word, you'll see their demeanor change, the look on their face. And if you're able to have a conversation with them, 9 times out of 10, they'll tell you this: I'm not going to be submissive to just any man. I'm only going to be submissive to my man. So uh, they'll walk around exuding masculine energy, until they act like there's a switch that they can flip, and then when Mr. Right comes along, Prince Charming, the man who's financially attractive, they're going to be submissive to him. Now you know why they're single? Because I'm pretty sure they've met Mr. Right, a guy who was financially attractive. They've probably seen him, or he's seen them. And you know why he didn't approach him? Because you were walking around with this masculine energy, and I'm sure those men saw that and they said, "Oh, no, no, thank you." Because they're not stupid. How you act before you get married or when you're single is pretty much how you're going to act after you're married. If you are a bossy woman with masculine energy who would not basically submit to a man, thinking you're going to come in you're going to come in, you're going to be his equal, you're going to be wearing the pants like him. This is the energy that you're exuding. This is no different than a job interview. When you go into a job interview, you don't go in there with masculine energy. Yes, you can go in there with confidence, but you ain't going in there. You're not going in there thinking you're running shit. You're going to be humble. You're going to be respectful. And quite frankly, yes, you're going to be submissive in there. You're going to put your best foot forward because you know first impressions are everything. Well, guess what, ladies? You thinking you don't have to be submissive until you meet the right man and walking around acting the way that you do, being a boss babe, not showing anything but traits that could equate to or give the impression that you are a submissive woman. Guess what? Those men only have to go off of how you act when they see you. The world doesn't owe you a second chance. It doesn't owe you a second time to give a first impression. That's why it's called a first impression. And that's the real reason why you're single. You're not single by choice. You're single because far too many of you are exuding this combative attitude where you don't want to be submissive. And the man that you want who sees that doesn't want you. He wants no part of that. He's not attracted to that. This is why I say you ladies you need to take a trip overseas and see how women act in other countries. And for black women, you think that men, we're all the only type of women we're going after are either white women or Asian women. Go to Africa. Even black women in Africa don't act like you guys do. They're all submissive. They understand that a man leads and it's their job to follow. They're not, when they go get degrees in education, they don't have this attitude to where they're trying to compete with the man. Their mentality is completely different than so many of you over here in the West. Instead of looking like many of you do, you get a degree and a great job, you start making money, and you want a man who makes more money than you, but your mindset from the get-go, from the jump, is to look to see what you can get from him. Those women overseas, they get a degree, they get the same education that you guys do, some of them even more, and their mentality is to see what they can take their skill set, everything they've learned, and pour those things into a man to make his life better. Because they understand that as a woman, when you pour into a man, you're going to get the best out of him in return. That's the way life works. Life is all about energy. Whatever energy you put out there in the universe, that's the energy you're going to get back. So if you are a selfish, combative woman and your mindset is to take, you just want to take from a man and you're not concerned with giving to him, the only thing you're going to accomplish, you're going to do what so many of you are doing right now. Having babies out of wedlock, going from one man after another. Each one of those situations takes something out of you that you won't be able to get back. And by the time you're all, you're done, you've gone through, I don't know, 10, 20, 15, 30, 30 relationships, whatever the case may be. And you hit 30, 35, 40, whatever it is. Some of you are even in your 50s and 60s, wishing that you had a man. You've passed your prime. You can't compete with the hot 21, 25-year-olds. Then you realize that your way of doing things doesn't work. And, one of my favorite quotes is by Muhammad Ali, where he says, I don't think the way I thought when I was 20 years old, now that I'm 50. Because any man that thinks the same way at 50 years old when he was 20, you've basically wasted 30 years of your life. Hot Girl Summer has an expiration date on it. And, you, like I said, women, you're free to do whatever you want to do. You're free to live life however you want to live it. But what you're not free from are the consequences that come from the choices you make. And if you don't believe me, there's a whole lot of 40 and 50, 60-year-old women who are single, who've thought the same way that you thought, who were the first generation of liberated, independent women. Now they got the money, they got the degree, they ain't got no man, and they regret it. Most of them are on some form of antidepressant medication and going to therapy. because they found out the hard way, as will many of you, that there's a difference between having a career and having a life. That's all I got to say, man. Women out there, if those of you who are watching this video, don't listen to Eboni K Williams. Do not follow women like her. She is giving some of the worst advice that you could ever give. As a matter of fact, women, none of you should take advice from women how to get a man or how to please a man. If anything, you should talk to a man, because men, we know better what we want and how we want to be treated better than any woman can ever tell you. You don't go to a fish to teach you how to fish. You go talk to the fisherman. That's all I got. Hope I helped somebody today. I am out. Don't forget to hit that like, share, and subscribe button. And I'll see you on the next one.